Ransomware, that's the topic of this latest To The Point webcast. Hello, I'm Maggie Miller here with Boyd White. He is one of Tanium's experts on cybersecurity. He's here to explain everything you need to know about ransomware and how you can protect your organization from these types of cyber attacks. So welcome, Boyd.
Thank you, Maggie. Nice to be here.
So first, some tech experts are predicting that there will be as many as 100,000 ransomware attacks this year, and each one could cost companies up to $170,000 each. So does that number surprise you? And why are these threats emerging now?
So the number doesn't surprise me. I think partially just because of the number of organizations that we have to consider as part of that 100,000 victims. Doesn't surprise me. It's growing at 50% year over year, I believe. So 100,000 seems, if anything, low. Why is it so prevalent now? I think it's just been a growing trend. We see that people are paying out, and so there's more and more ransomware as a service being delivered, as well as the ubiquitousness of cryptocurrencies that to allow them to obtain that type of profit. So because there is a business for profiting off of this, I think it's going to continue. And as long as people continue to pay, I think the demand for ransomware will go up.
All right, so let's level set. What exactly is ransomware?
So ransomware is a type of malware, and malware is just malicious software. So what it does is basically extort you. It puts a nice little skull and crossbones on your desktop, and you immediately know something's wrong. And it says, if you don't pay this amount of money, we're going to lock your files, or we're going to extort you and actually share your sensitive information. So if you don't pay it within a certain amount of time, that clock starts ticking down. They'll either delete your information or share it widely. And so you're prompted to pay early. And if you don't pay, that amount that they ask you to pay just keeps going up.
How do companies usually get ransomware?
So most of the ransomware delivery attacks we see today are actually delivered via email. So clicking a phishing link and then following some action to receive ransomware inside your network. If it's not delivered that way, it's delivered the old-fashioned way. Any way that you get malware, you can get ransomware.
What are some of your best practices for organizations to prevent these types of attacks? I know you probably can't share them all in this short video, but what are some of the key steps that organizations need to take?
Sure. I think that there's three major prongs: administrative, process, and technical. So from an administrative standpoint, making sure that you have an incident response plan that's thought out ahead of time. That way, in case a ransomware attack does happen, you have a plan in place is probably number one. Number two, I would say have a vendor risk management program. Ensure that your vendors are complying to the same level of security that you're requiring of yourself. From a process and procedure standpoint, making sure that you have strong passwords, that your users are trained on phishing, that you're using multi-factor authentication when possible, and that you have backups of your data, your what's called the golden images, as well as any licenses you need to recover is important. And from a technical standpoint, blocking SMB version 1, alerting on Office macros, and then using PowerShell version 5 and the security features inside of that are all really important.
Great. Well, these are great tips, Boyd. Thank you so much for sharing. And if anyone would like more information on how Tanium can help you protect your organization from ransomware, you can visit our website, tanium.com. I'm Maggie Miller, and this is To The Point.